used to love drawing until I didn't. And the reason why? It was not what you would think. Lately, I've learned a few things about myself. Things that I didn't allow myself to acknowledge earlier. Sounds absurd, right? I was so caught up in overthinking every little thing that I started shrinking myself. Until even I couldn't find me anymore. I always used to wonder, why can't I be more like the others? Why am I not interested in extracurricular activities like them? Why don't I have a lot of hobbies and things other than studies that I am good at? Why am I always the one who claps for others but never clapped for? But among all this chaos, what I really overlooked is my negligence towards my own ideas, towards the thing that I loved. I always lost interest in something the moment it brought expectations of others to my shoulders. For example, my parents put me in a drawing class one time. At first I was enjoying it, everything was fine. But since the moment it became more about doing better in the competitions and less about learning new techniques, it started to feel like a chore. Something I was doing to make others happy, not myself. Drawing was never the problem. I started to feel disconnected because it always reminded me more of the expectations that I was supposed to fulfill, and not the joy I used to feel while making silly paintings. In the meantime, I wasn't in touch with drawing for years. But then again, years later, after having a training day on a random evening, when I picked up a pencil and a paper again, I felt the same joy that I felt years ago, when I was 10 and walked into the drawing class for the very first time holding my father's hand. And that's when I realized, drawing isn't the problem. It never was. Neither was any of the hobbies that I have quit just because I felt under pressure. It wasn't the passion that I was afraid of. It was the pressure. And now, I am finally learning to reclaim it. Reclaim what I love on my own terms.